It's starting to get a little bit intense in here. Heart's beating kind of fast.
It's not safe, guys.
The energy level is high. I have a huge meatball. I can't let it fall apart. What up, foodies and DIY enthusiasts? Today I'm taking on the 10-pound turkey-sized meatball that IKEA was giving away to 20 lucky winners. Look at this thing. It's a meatball. It's giant. It's Swedish. If you know me, you know I've already eaten everything at IKEA before, and I gotta say that their meatballs are very, very good. It's just in time for the new year to drop something like this. IKEA is known for selling their iconic Swedish meatballs. This dish reflects the company's Swedish heritage. The food court actually is pretty darn affordable, so it's kind of nice to stop in there while you're doing your furniture shopping. They're not trying to rip you off. But if you're a kid, don't worry, because the food court actually offers lots of other family-friendly items like chicken tenders and french fries. There's always something for you. It's estimated that IKEA sells over 1 billion meatballs annually across all their global stores. That's enough to pile high and go to the moon and back. You went through the store too quick? It's impossible. Well, don't worry. You can actually pick up the meatballs on your way out, frozen, so you can cook them at home. Or you can use this recipe and make small meatballs. We're gonna make some small meatballs too. I mean, we made a massive one, but with the extra, we gotta make some normal balls. So just from a little bit of research, I found a lot of copycat recipes online, but I also found this print, which is actually from IKEA. Here it lists the exact recipe for the meatballs and their sauce. Obviously, I have to go off of this. It says on here it only serves 4. The giant 10-pound meatball should serve 25. So with that being said, I'm multiplying this recipe by 6. Let's just do the math to make sure we get to a 10-pound meatball. For the meat alone in the 4-serving recipe, we're looking at 750 grams. If 1 pound is 453 grams, 750 times 6 is then 4,500 divided by 453 comes to 9.9 pounds. Okay, let's make it. So, in a large bowl, gonna place the beef, pork, onion, check out the chop, garlic, cloves, 6 eggs, no shell. Here's my technique. Crack it into a separate cup and then put it in a bowl. Repeat until all the eggs are complete. And salt and pepper. We're gonna get in there with our hands and make some magic happen. So meatball. Nothing better than roasted onions. Kind of tastes sweet, like sweeten. It's a lot of meat. We're supersized. Get in there. Keep as many ingredients in there as I can. This is definitely gonna give someone the meat sweats. It's got me the meat sweats just by making it parchment. Okay, we're balling. Whoa, it's like a dome. That's a big ball. It's freaking massive. This is healthy junk food. Let's weigh it, make sure it's 10 pounds. 12 pounds. It's a little bit bigger. We can make some small balls too. Got some extra. Here it is, the now 10 pounds of meat. I do have a pretty large fear that this thing is just going to fall apart, and we are not going to let that happen. I think we should just get this cooking. We're gonna take this giant meatball and stick it in a pan. I decided to use my wok because it's quite large and it kind of has some sides on it so that it'll be easier to rotate. I'm using my hands on top just to make sure it stays round. It's not safe, guys. Don't do this at home. I can see it's already starting to brown on one side. Oh my goodness. There's just so many juices. This needs a flip. Can she flip without falling apart? Ooh. Let's get it back in here. Yep. I'm doing it for Sweden. Come on, meatball. Nothing about this is easy. They must have a special meatball cooking mold there in Sweden. Get it golden brown on all the sides, and it is looking really cute. She's stuck, she's brown, she's loose. Let's go for a flip. Whoa, there it is. It's big, but it's not done. So I preheated the oven to 275 degrees, and we're gonna make sure that this thing is fully cooked. Just think about it, it's the size of a turkey. Turkeys take forever to roast. Same idea. Boom, perfect. Now let's just make some small balls. Some little meatballs. Ta-da! Let's cook them. This is way less intense. Now, just like this big ball in here, we're gonna bake these small ones to finish them. Up next, we're making the sauce. We have to make the cream sauce now. Right into the wok. I'm gonna add some of that fat back in and use that as the oil. Butter, we're gonna let that melt. We're making a roux, and then we're gonna whisk in flour until that lightly browns. We don't wanna ruin it. From there, we're gonna add in our beef and our vegetable stock, and then we're gonna add in our cream, whisking all that together, and then we're gonna season it with some soy sauce and some Dijon mustard. You can't forget the salt and pepper. There it is. Whoa, that looks like a good sauce. I'm proud. From looking at the picture from IKEA UK's Instagram, I see that they served it on a bed of mashed potatoes, so we're making it. And I can tell that those potatoes do not have a skin, so I go ahead and I peel some potatoes, cube them up, boil it until they're fork tender, put them in my massive blender with some room temperature butter, potato water, milk, and salt and pepper. Blitz. Now, if those aren't the creamiest looking awesome potatoes that you've ever seen, let me know in the comments. I just had a taste, and I'll tell you what, freaking amazingly good. Since our mashed potatoes are ready and so is our gravy, let's just talk a little bit about lingonberry. Lingonberry, sometimes compared to a cranberry. It is native to the boreal forest. And I went online to try to find this berry myself so I could make the jam, but unfortunately I was not able to without having it be delayed. So I found a jar of jam at the grocery store. This is the stuff. Lingonberries are a true Swedish delicacy, and the Swedes simply love it with their meatballs and mashed potatoes. Lingonberries are a perfect and delicious complement to many Swedish dishes. First, let's plate the small ones with some mashed potatoes.
Getting tired of talking, and I need more.
Top it off with some parsley. Beautiful. This is cute. But we're not going for cute on this channel. We're going for massive. We're going for a 10-pound turkey giant meatball recipe. And I can't plate it without pouring all of that sauce into a giant pitcher. Smart people would do this over the sink. Obviously spilled a little bit. Let's make it big. Potatoes going down. Yep. This big ass turkey. Oh. Whoa. Freaking hell yeah. Look at this thing. IKEA, call me. She's hot. She's so hot. Normal IKEA meatballs, giant. This is wonderful. That's a massive Swedish IKEA meatball. Like always on healthy junk food, it's pertinent to try the normal sized dish before the giant. Potato with the sauce. Swedes know how to cook. Now this is really what I want. This is so good. I get that people are supposed to share this, you know, like 25 people or so, but that only took an hour and a half in the oven. It's all delicious. Let me know what you like better, small or big. For me, I like giant. DIY at its best, baby. Follow for more. Want to be in the video? You do. Oh man. Almost forgot the lingonberry. Gotta give it a try with that lingonberry sauce on it. The sweet with the buttery and the salty. Damn. Even if you don't make this giant, just make it. And as always, if you like this video and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and let me know what giant or any other copycat recipes you want me to delve into next. This is my meal for today, tomorrow, the next day. This thing's my meal prep.